Hello everyone, this is Terry. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Amethystastrotarot. I'm a practicing astrologer and a tarot reader, and today's video is about my series for the decans. And with a bit of delay, I will be talking about the second decan of Cancer, and I will make a video about the third decan of Cancer before it finishes. For reminding everyone who are not familiar with the decans are the 10 degrees part in each sign. So we have 36 decans, 12 signs, 3 parts, 3 tens in each sign, and we have 36 decans in total. And they are actually different. There are different orders. So according to the Chaldean order or descending order, we have the from the slowest moving planet to the fastest moving. We go from Saturn to Moon, and accordingly the decan rulers change. And in the triplicity order, we look at the uh, rulers of the sign in the same element group with the sign that we are talking about. So when we are talking about Cancer, we look at the other two fellow water signs, which are the Scorpio and Pisces, in terms of the triplicity order. After making this short reminder, welcome back again for the one decan, one card, and one chart. And let me share quickly what is the second decan of Cancer. As I said, in terms of the Chaldean or descending order, normally Cancer is ruled by, of course, traditionally by Moon, but in the second decan of Cancer, according to Chaldean descending order, the decan ruler is Mercury, and in triplicity order, decan ruler is Mars, because the Cancer, the after Cancer, the second sign, water sign, is Scorpio, and it is traditionally ruled by Mars. We don't talk about the modern planets here when we talk about the decans, because the decans is one of the dignities. In the traditional astrology. And having said that, so we have the three of cards, three of cups, the minor arcana card that is associated with the decans is the three of cups. And as the chart we have today, Tom Hanks, most of you might be familiar with his great acting, but I will be looking at his chart in terms of his mainly sun in Cancer. Sometimes I get a bit lost in the other details, because you cannot like hold yourself and just start looking at the other parts of the chart, but I will try to contain like this, hoping to contain myself uh, with his sun in Cancer, and its relationship with the rest of the chart. And it's not a detailed chart interpretations. In any case, it's good to remind that. So we can look at the first three of cups in terms of Mercury and Mars, but let's see what this card about. Let's see. So we have these three people raising their cups. I mean, it's a quite a happy scene, as we can see. It's like we can say that it's a very jolly scene. They are raising their cups, and the they have, I mean, at least the ladies seem to have these red or laurel kind of things, and there is lots of fruits, etc. Also, there is kind of a bit of all this abundance that is coming through that. But actually, we are talking about Mercury and Mars in Cancer in a way. So when I'm thinking about that, I mean, Mercury in Cancer, in a way, I mean, like we are like we could be um, communicating no either oral or written way in a more emotional level, no, in a more sensitive, in a more caring, nurturing. Because when we talk about, I mean, if we are talking about the sun in Cancer, it's the sun is our about our identity, our conscious side, our self-expression, and how we shine at the end of the day. I mean, like how we become the center of attention in some of the cases in certain areas of our lives. And it's like, and that our this kind of self-expression is more emotion based, and also more about since it's traditional ruled by moon, it is more about caring and nurturing. And also, I mean, like there is this much, I think, more feminine side. And I think feminine side could be for any person. I mean, we all, I believe that we all contain this feminine and masculine sides within ourselves. So I think that's the kind of self-expression or identity is coupled with the Mercury, and if we would like to take it together with Mars. And in that sense, I mean, when we think about that, yeah, the way that we communicate, the way that we think, and also it could be about our relationship with our siblings or that kind of stuff, and also the uh, way that we exert our energy, you know, that assertive ness, and that in a way they are sometimes fighting spirit comes in a more emotional way. And also it's like Cancer could be about our tribe, family, and home. I mean, like it's like the way that we think, etc. Could be or the way that we our fighting spirit could be much about, could be about our past and everything. But looking at this card, how do we put Mercury and Mars, or at least one of them, in this card? I think I think it's the way that they are uh, expressing their energies and their way that how they communicate with each other. It's like maybe there is not a verbal communication, but the way that they, uh, I mean, uh, it's a communication with heart and the communication with eyes, the way that they look and they raise the cups. It's in a way they are caring because they would like to uh, include each other, whatever that is going on there. And they would like to also combine their energies together because there's something nice going on. So they don't want to exclude anyone. It could be someone from the family, or however, whoever you call family. It shouldn't be like the traditional family, but sometimes you find family in a friend, you find family in a group of in a community, etc., whatever you call your tribe. And then they are like, in a way, they are making this kind of gathering with the tribe that they are part of, and all that connection, that that the way that they express maybe their ideas, etc., or they go and they pour their spirits is through that tribe. In that sense, I think we can take this in the Three of Cups. Also, not in the this is the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, of course, but in other decks we can sometimes see that kind of uh, there is the missing element, and in that sense, I mean, you could see that I'm missing elements. Actually, we could see that with the ideas and the thoughts, I mean, coming through other people, different perspectives, etc., could really make us a whole. And in that sense, I think that's an also interesting idea for Mercury in Cancer. It's like, in a way, embracing sometimes different ideas and trying to, in a way, adapt all those nurturing thoughts into our lives as well. So it's interesting. We could make other comments on this card, and also Mercury in Cancer, Mars in Cancer, and how it could be affecting our Sun or any other placement that is in the second decan of Cancer, of course. I will stop sharing this one, and I will look at the chart of Tom Hanks. Let me share that, put it up for you. Yes. Oh, what was this? Oh my goodness. What did I do? How did I manage that? I mean, even shit. Yeah, I think I had some unrelated thing that went in, but I won't change this video at the moment. I think I had to put, for some reason, some file that wasn't open, and it just came like that. That's, I have to say that that's quite strange for me. I have no idea how it happened. Yeah, it happens. It happens. What can we do? Celebi, that's life in a way. So let me share Tom Hanks' chart. Sorry for the a few inconvenient moments. Here we go. Finally, Tom Hanks. Thank you. So Tom Hanks was born on 9th of July 1956 in Concord, California at 11:17, and which brings his son in the second decan of uh, Cancer and the equal houses to the 10th house. And it's interesting. I mean, in the 10th house, it's the place that I think we could see all this. Also, I mean, we have to, I mean, remind ourselves all the time that, like, yeah, the Cancer is emotional, etc., but it's a cardinal sign at the end of the day, and um, that I think they are always ready to do anything and to take any actions, to take any steps, especially when it is concerned the people that they love, in that sense, or they care about, they uh, or the family or the house or the past that they are part of. So in that sense, we have to think about it, and it's the place that his sun shines is the 10th house, and 10th house is known to be the house of career, but it's also the house of like where we, I mean, exert in a way our authority, and where we tend to, I mean, like in a way, shine in the wider community. That's where we could get all this recognition about what we are doing or about who we are in this case. And it's interesting to see that also, I mean, like uh, when we are talking about the decan rulers, Mercury and Mars, his natal Mercury is also in Cancer. So it could be really a, a nice way for him when he is, I mean, like communicating, when he speaks out his words. I think he would be, I think, more um, caring and trying to be uh, more attentive how the words come out of his mouth. But of course, when it comes to, I mean, like if he's more in a talking, maybe sometimes in a more defending thing about his family or something, maybe he would be uh, using words to that those protective words a lot. And looking at of course the sun, uh, that's also interesting because the as I said in the triplicity order, Mars is the ruler, and actually the sun in this chart is only in in an aspect with the Mars, which is in Pisces. So it's like also that's interesting to see that kind of emotional energy that is coming through his Mars. I mean, like it's, I think that sometimes we can think that, I mean, he is, he could be sometimes fighting for the good of the whole humanity, whole universe, all the collective. And when he's maybe fighting his fights, whatever it is, he might be really thinking about the others, maybe putting the others above himself. And so it's like the tribe and the universe coming together to make a synergy in a way. And of course it's important to look at the also he was born, of course, even the sun is not exactly hand in hand with the moon, but degree wise he was born in a new moon. And we can sometimes consider this born in new moon. Of course, that's always there is this um, starting point, starting new things, making something new. But at the same time, it's also sometimes it's like doing things your own way could be coming through with the new moon phase in the natal chart as well. And then this moon, in that sense, since as I said, it's the traditional ruler of the Cancer. So in a way, the moon in Cancer and the Mercury in Cancer are being disposited by this moon in Leo. So it's like it's a very uh, creative actually that moon, that the sense of security and the needs are coming to through this creative energy, and that's also confident energy. And there is this also all this coming through the, there could be also a fun part as well. And it's interesting that as the sun is sun in Cancer is disposed by the moon, So the moon in Leo is disposed by the sun, so which we call they are in a mutual reception. So there's a really nice relationship between his conscious and subconscious and his outer world and inner world. There is this, even they don't aspect, but they still receive each other in a nice way. So I think, and I think with the moon, I mean, when we look at in terms of traditional planets, uh, we can see that actually it's not in any contact with any traditional planets, only in Chiron, but that would be Moon and Chiron context would be could be, as the Chiron is a big subject and the Moon is a luminary, that's another big subject, and their relationship in a chart in this way could be the subject of a longer discussion later. But when we look at the chart, his ascending sign is Virgo, which is ruled by Mercury. And then when we look at his midheaven, that could be about his vocation, calling, what he's aspired by is could be symbolized by the midheaven, and he has Venus in Gemini and also South Node in Gemini. And when we look at this, and he has also Jupiter in Virgo. So when we look at this Virgo, I mean, like Gemini, etc., existence in the chart, we can see that, and also, of course, the uh, Cancer in the sense of sun, etc., we could see the importance of actually Moon and Mercury quite a lot in this chart in that sense. So I think that would be that. Also, I mean, like, of course, we were talking about Mercury and Mars. Yeah, I have covered that all. No, Mars and Mercury relationships, how the sun goes with Mercury. So, but it's important to say that when we are looking at his sun in Cancer, we should think about all that mercurial, that communication and ideas, and also Mars, all the fighting spirit, and also that energy, assertiveness, and also courage. Courage. Maybe sometimes it's like courage to say things. I mean, still in a caring way, in an attentive way, but it's like to be brave about our words. And I think it gives another dimension to the sun in Cancer in a way. So I think that would be my wrap up about the sun in Cancer, sun in the second decan of Cancer for Tom Hanks. So as I said, I will be soon making another video about the third decan of Cancer, and there we will have the Four of Cups as the Minor Arcana, associated Minor Arcana, and our chart with the Sun in the third decan of Cancer would be for Harrison Ford. So stay tuned. Bye.